Hi there. I have still not healed up my leg, I think. I don't know sure. But in 2 weeks from when this video goes up, I'll be running the Hachimoriyama Tozan Marathon. At least that's the plan. So today, I need to get some running in. Today will be a few parts that will be part of the video, I would say. One is, I'm going to try and run in these little thingies. I've had these for a while, but I've never really had a good chance to use them. And today, because I'm trying to avoid the pavements, I've driven up to a place called Nakayama. The start of the trail is at Koboyama, and it's just this little nice hill. It's not too long. If you come to Matsumoto, it's definitely something you can go to from Matsumoto area and then enjoy a very short little nature hike or run. Another part is I'm using this thing. So this unit is going to be mounted up here because last time on the Zenkoji run I basically had a extension stick on the camera, which I then put in my racing vest. Though because of the vest how it is, it started moving a little bit, though because of the camera you barely even notice it, which is amazing. But I do think the quality dropped a little bit because it had to adjust for that movement. So I'm hoping to get a little bit of better material. Besides me, you guys will be the first ones to see. Yeah, it really is just I think it's a 1.5k up and then back down again. It's the same route, yeah, and it should be a little bit of training because I haven't been running as much, and I'll talk a little bit more about that as well. So because of the injury, of course, I haven't been running. Let's take you with me a little. So I haven't been running, and I'll put you here on the car for a second. By the way, you might have noticed the beautiful new color on the car. My car is currently under car maintenance shotgun thing in Japan. Every 2 years needs to be done. So they gave me a little bit of a loan car, which is amazing. So because I haven't been able to run, I have been using an elliptical. And what I noticed when I was running all the time is that my hamstrings were weak. Yeah? And the elliptical has a little bit of the cross-country movement, so it focuses quite a bit on the hamstrings. And in the last 2 weeks only already, they have changed a lot. Yeah, and other than that, a little bit of strength training. Hadn't been doing abs for a while. Did that for a few days. Now my abs still hurt. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, I'm gonna mount you on this thing and we'll be going up this way. I have a little stairs here. Also, there is a bathroom here, so don't worry about that. As well as water. Oh, speaking of water, forget my water. Ooh. More so forgetting my water at home. Alright, which is not the biggest deal, because what I wanted to say is at the end, all the way at the top, there is a little bit of a water fountain, which you'll see, where you can drink. And then you'll just have to run back. There is no real water spot here. There is a Dido vending machine there for water, for getting something to drink. So there's always that option. I'll lock the car. But yeah, you have your water at the top. So even if you run from the city and you're a little bit of an experienced runner, except in the true heat of the summer, you could run all the way to the top, drink there, go back, and you wouldn't have to bring anything, which would be pretty convenient. Alright, I'm gonna mount you on here. Just twist. I'm hoping that this will work. Okay. Got everything except my water. I'm gonna start my watch. Wait for the GPS. The view that you'll have there is of the Japanese Alps. all the way at the top, and you'll see that as well, there will be a cemetery, and the cemetery is also quite interesting. It's quite huge cemetery. So if you are good at reading maps, yeah, this is not going to help you. This is about Koboyama, which is behind us, which was a so that is Koboyama, and that was a funeral mount supposedly. And at the top they'll have something there as well. Here we are. This is Koboyama, that's behind us, and we're taking this route to this plastic, which is beautiful. All right, let's go. I want to stick because first thing in the morning, if nobody has been here yet, you might have a whole lot of spider webs along the way. So bringing one little stick, when you see the spider webs, you can get them out of the way. Boop, boop, boop. By the way, I definitely don't do these for fashion. They're not pretty, but they're barefoot, and as I may or may not have mentioned before, in my daily life I pretty much only have barefoot shoes. I like the movement, I like the feel, and I like the space as well. Yeah. But on my daily life, I definitely don't use these, don't worry. No such big of a fashion crime by me. Not anymore, at least. And I have run with barefoot shoes before, on pavement as well. Never really done on the trail. If you've never done barefoot shoes, I would definitely recommend it. But get into it slowly, because you'll be using a lot of muscles that you haven't used for a very, very long time, probably. A lot of joints that have been maybe locked in place a little bit more. So it takes a little bit of time to adjust to barefoot shoes, but once adjusted, yeah, they're amazing. On this route, the chest mount may be moving a little bit. And by movement, I mean that it moves like this a little bit. We just expected. The camera, it's not weightless. I mean, it's not heavy, but not weightless. We're not at the top yet. We are going down once. And I'm very curious as to how this chest strap will hold up. In the set, there was also a head strap, which I could choose to use. The only problem is I'm 188, 6'2". I live in Japan. The trails here are designed for Japanese people, so it happens often that I need to duck, dive, and everything. It's more like an obstacle course sometimes than a trail run. So if I'd also have my camera on my head, like I think it would increase like another centimeter or two. I would have to adjust for that as well. So this area, last year when I ran here, or not last year, yeah, last year, I think, during summertime, was really filled with spider webs, like insanely. Could be that already someone passed here. When I was driving over here, I did see a runner with a running vest who might have been running this course early morning. In that case, thank you very much for the runner that let the little red Lupina car go into the family mart. Good job, man. Thank you very much. No twig. This tree was here before. Oh, two fell even. Huh. There used to be a tree here as well. You might see the aftermath. That's the tree. So one thing I would say is now we are getting to the top. Yeah. Don't forget this area at this corner of this monument, I guess. Because it doesn't really say anything like, hey guys, there's a trail here. Which was very confusing the first time I came here, because I did check the map. I noticed that there was a trail and I had to kind of search for it. So here you have a little water tap, a little spider dangling. I'm not even quite sure what it is. Oh, okay. 神聖な墓どころ墓所 So it's a holy burial place. It doesn't really tell me more about it though. It's just a holy burial place. Now, you can go around here as long as you don't enter the middle area there, and you'll be able to enjoy a little bit of the view of Matsumoto area, at least the southern part of Matsumoto area. So the center area is over in that direction. I thought my battery was charged up, but when I look at the battery mark, it doesn't have too much anymore. So I don't know if I'll be able to get the way down completely in there. We'll see. Again, Shaq, bring your batteries. All right, let's put you on here and let's us have one more sip of the water. If the spider would like that, be okay with that. Would you be okay with that, Mr. Spider or Mrs. Spider? All right. going downhill, we go faster, triple. So, battery died. Now we're here back home, and let's talk about the two items for a little bit. First up is the shoe, the Vibram Fivefingers, whatever this model may be. Put it up here. This shoe worked. It felt good. It has a little toe bumper, so even if you do bump a little bit against something, you won't break your toe completely. The grip, as you can see, probably the lugs are not super deep. It is Vibram Mega Grip, so it is pretty grippy, but when you get to muddy areas, it's not the shoe that you would like to rely on. You'd want a little bit more nubbing there. Other than that, works well. Shoelacing works good. Yeah, nice shoes. Not the look, the feel. Don't wear it in town. Second, not first, second. So I have this chest mount, right? It's very easy to put on. You just put your head through here, and then you just lock it into place. Very easy to use. This locks into more items, like on the headset and such. It has this removable, removable little clip that you can then put onto other things. And if you may notice, it kind of shows that it should be like this. And as you can see, I've moved it like this. In the video, as you may have seen, I had a little bit of shaking. And I think that is because when I put it like this, let me turn the knob back up around if I'm strong enough. Right? If I put it like this, yeah, you have this part sticking up, then you have your camera on top of here. So if you have this already up above the center area of this metal plate, and then again the camera on top of that, then yeah, you will get this kind of movement, right? Now, when I got back home, I thought like, well, I can turn it around. This way the center of gravity already starts a little bit lower and the camera still goes up here, so it's still above the middle area, but it should take away a lot of shaking because it won't pull as much from the top anymore. It will pull more from the actual center. How this works out, please watch this little video up here. The set itself was not expensive. It was like 2,000-3,000 yen or something, and came with a headset, a wristband, I guess for like mountain bikers, the chest, and was there something else? I think maybe like a mountain bike steering wheel clip, not quite sure. But mainly I wanted this one and maybe the head strap. Didn't care much for the other objects, just want something cheap that seemed like it would do the job. What I do want to do is put a little bit of harder tape on here, because if I use my running vest, the kind of clips that you have on a running vest tend to be in this location, and I don't know if it'll make a big difference with sound, but it might tap onto it. So a little bit of tape on here might reduce the sound a little bit, like having like a strap here or something. And then it might be a little bit better. So yeah, that's something I want to try out. I haven't done the sound test yet, but as you can see on the video on the top left, on your top right, I guess, the camera has become a lot more stable. So yeah, that should be good for running events and such, and just in general filming. One thing that I still want to show you guys is the elliptical. I can put a video up here, but I can show it right behind me. All right, so let's take a look how I use this thing. Very simple. You stand on it, boom, boom. Normally, this comes with handles, right? I remove the handles. You can do the same movement, but you don't rely as much on your arms anymore. And you'll use your legs more. You need to balance your body at the beginning. I couldn't balance myself. And it should get you moving quite a bit. Now you can add on top of this, magic of gods, weights. So you can just do your weight training while you're also training your legs. That's pretty good, right? That's about it for today. And the outro, I'll let the other me do that because he's being me there. All right, enjoy. See you next time. Please like, subscribe to the video, and I will see you in the next one. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Yeah. You don't subscribe to the video. Okay, be careful.